When a hurricane is headed towards South Louisiana, fear and panic can start to set in. I'm Paris Flanagan, your St. Landry Parish reporter, and instead of panicking, it's time to prepare. And here's what you need to know when it comes to evacuating before a storm. As hurricane season approaches, state officials emphasize the importance of having an evacuation plan ready.
To ensure safety.
Ashley LeBlanc, GOSEF Regional Coordinator for Region 4, says it's crucial to know your escape routes in case of mandatory evacuations.
The best thing you can do is get a plan. Have a plan in place. Put that list together, do it ahead of time. If you haven't done it now, hurricane season's upon us.
If you choose not to evacuate, she says you could be putting your life at risk.
72 hours worth of clothes, food, resources. That's what we try to tell everybody to be prepared for, a minimum of 72 hours.
In the days leading up to a hurricane, parish, state, and government officials may announce voluntary or mandatory evacuations. It's vital to stay informed about designated evacuation routes.
Some roads are going to be declared as evacuation routes by the state, by DOTD. Those routes will have signs that are going to be posted. I believe it's every 40 miles or so, but they will be signs that will be posted. They're blue and white. They do have a hurricane symbol, relative identifiable symbol.
Your choice of evacuation route will depend on your location. To better understand these routes, you can download the Louisiana Emergency Preparedness Guide online, which includes a detailed map of evacuation routes such as I-49 and I-10.
Know where you're coming from. Where are you located? Find that location on the map. Where are you headed to? Do you have a plan of where you're going?
The map also highlights 3 low-lying areas categorized by evacuation time phases. New Orleans, marked in red, has a 50-hour evacuation window for residents.
So yes, typically that is your more low-lying areas that are more susceptible to your storm surge. Storm surge is, of course, one of the main reasons why we prepare and evacuate for hurricanes in certain parishes and certain areas, and that is because of the risk of people drowning with that effect off of that surge with the flooding.
What should you do for shelter during evacuation?
You can also contact your local OSEP office or your Office of Emergency Preparedness and talk to those office staff members about any local preparations that they may have regarding if there's local shelters pre-storm, on the backside of the storm, or post-storm.
And let's not forget about our pets.
What you do have to understand is that depending on the type of pet, size of the pet, certain restrictions or rules may come into place when you're talking about going into certain types of shelters, even hotels.
If you have medical needs and require evacuation, Dr. Tina Stefanski from the Louisiana Department of Health advises staying connected with your health care provider.
So for people who might have complex medical conditions or have work with a home health agency, hospice, a durable medical equipment company, ask those individuals that you interact with routinely if they can help you come up with a plan.
We still may not see a hurricane for a while, but don't wait. Get that plan in place.
Now, if you want to learn more information about evacuation routes right here in Acadiana, you can head on over to our website at KATC.com. For right now, reporting in Opelousas, I'm Paris Flanagan, your St. Landry Parish reporter, KATC TV3.